Hi, this is Gabor and this is my mental illness newsletter, and the topic of today is going to be what am I doing with my life? I've got a forum post today that sent by Philip. He initiated that mental illness thread, and I picked up that forum post and I would like to respond to it. First of all, let me read Philip's forum post. What am I doing with my life? Day in and day out, I guess I make an effort to be something, or at least become something. I'm currently a 22-year-old male living with my mom and teenage siblings. At the moment I study chemistry at the university and work part-time outside of that. Sometimes I just stop to think, what am I even doing? What am I even living for? Because as of this moment, I know that I will die alone. I'm lonely, yet I am introverted as hell. Although I think my introversion may have developed as a coping mechanism for my social anxiety, and because I spend most of my time alone. And even though I have a few casual conversations a day, usually I can get pretty talkative. I can get pretty talkative. I have a sharp tongue, you, and know how to be funny guy. I always feel like it's meaningless. I guess as life passes by and I hit the next milestone in life, things never change. I have never been able to make friends in either middle school, high school, and university. Pretty much the only real friends I have are free friends from childhood, although we rarely talk as they live in different cities. I have no female friends and I'm still virgin. I feel as life passes by, realize that there will never be a time when I can have real friendship as those years have already passed. People at my university have their own lives and friends, and as I continue my bachelor, the people I know who study chemistry dwindle in numbers. And after I'm done in university, where do I go from there? There will be no place for me to turn to for human connection. I'll be alone. I will be all alone, and my own apartment somewhere with no one to talk to. I know I won't be able to keep in touch with my fellow students, as has been the case with both high school and middle school. I'm growing tired of living with my family, who doesn't understand how I struggle emotionally, who every conversation I have with them almost turns into an argument. How I cannot stand to live with my sister, who does nothing but tell me how much of a loser I am, and criticize me for everything, including living at home. My mom and I never talk. She's always working to pay off her enormous debt. We don't eat meals together, and when I try to talk to her, I usually get ignored. Truth is, even though at the moment I cannot stand to live with my family, I am afraid that if I move out, I will to turn into a shut-in hermit. I live life at the moment to find distractions. I play video games, I learn piano, play guitar, mix and master music, reading uni-level music theory in my spare time, learn Japanese, read books, and so on. Wow. There's always a new hobby or fixation to keep me distracted from my painful existence. I try to talk to therapists and psychologists, and it is complete garbage and doesn't work. Sometimes I just feel like I want to die. Well, dear Philip, I would say that the last thing you need to do is to worry about, you know, that you are so unsavable that you actually need to die. No, no, not at all. Well, the good news is that your main problem is social anxiety. The social anxiety is coming from your past, your the things you went through. Obviously, I don't know the details. You are going into details in your thread you posted in the forum. You were talking about your mom, that you have a hard time to talk to your siblings. She's not appreciates you enough. Your mom is just always working because of the debt. Whatever actually the situation is, first of all, I would say that you are not alone. Many of us just, you know, feeling lonely, even because of the work, just kind of left alone, you know. And back to the social anxiety is something really that well, it sucks. It is really something that you want to get over it. And the good news is that you can get over it. You have a few options how to do that, and this would be my reaction of your thread, of your forum post. First of all, still you can keep up. I know that you have experienced psychologist, and you're saying that this is just wasting of time, but there are few, and maybe you can find therapists that could really help. Let me just suggest to you that the best designed help, the theory is the cognitive behavioral therapy. That is something really good thing. This is time to time, day by day, just directing and forcing your memory, your imagination back to the source. Your source is the source of your social anxiety is that particular event that where some point in the past something went wrong. And with cognitive therapy you can go back in time while you are obviously in the reality, but you can go back in mind in that point when something went wrong, and by thinking about it, by decreasing the emotional power attached to it, you can change your future. And that's the point. Maybe you have 1, 2, 3 or what, a few points in the past, in your past, that if you just decrease the emotional attachments to it, you actually change your life. All your social anxiety could disappear. Also, you can find online many coaches that are working full times, and they have different programs, either whether it's an online coaching program, or you can meet them in person as well, and they can just help you, you know, maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks programs, whatever. You step by step can go through, and you can actually go back to your life via overcoming your social anxiety. That's incredibly good thing, and good to know that you have help. On the other side, it of course costs money, so you have to see your financial situation to be balanced with the desire to solve your life problem, which is your main point here. I also could say that, for example, let me give you another example. Let's say you really want to have a girlfriend. Yeah, you pointing a few times that you are feeling very lonely and alone, and you of course might have a fear that how on earth you can have a girlfriend, as you have already pointed out. So you can do something. Why don't you just follow the step-by-step in order to get from someone who having social anxiety to be someone else, which is still you, having no more social anxiety. How you can do that? So you can do that step by step. Let's say you want a girlfriend. Let's say you sacrifice your first week. Every day 1 hour, you just go out where you've been out anyway. If you wanted to pick up someone, you wanted to talk to people, let's say in a shopping mall, let's say you go to, if it's summer, good weather, you go to the main square of your city, town, whatever. So you go out. The point is you must leave your home and you must go out. Do it for 1 week, every day, every week, no excuse, every day 1 hour. And then second week you do, instead of approaching attractive women, if you see on the street or in the shopping mall or behind the cashier, for example, in a shopping mall, in a department store or whatever, you go and standing very near her. Let's say, for example, the girl is not this close, but you know, quite close, 1 meter or something. You approach her, but you don't talk to her. You're just standing in her vicinity, standing close to her, and you can just have your phone and you can just do whatever you want. Or if this is a bookstore, for example, she is browsing her books, you go next to her, you're browsing your book, and you are next to her. You would have been able to talk to her as well. You are so close to her. It's okay. This was your second week. Now the third week is you are close to her and you can ask for direction. For example, where is the underground? Where is the main square? Where is the high street? Where is the cinema? Where is the nearest post office? Anything could work. You get the point. This is your third week. You are next to her and you asking for direction. The last week could be anything more than the previous 3 things. You can ask her opinion. For example, back to the bookshop, that you just pick up you are standing next to her, you pick up a book and you may ask her that, hey, how are you doing? You're right. Do you know this book? Do you know this book, for example? Have you ever read this book? Or you can just say compliment to her. Why not? You can just, you look lovely today. You're beautiful. Any compliment. I'm not very good at myself as well, but you could be within just a month much better than myself. Anyway, you see the point. Certainly there are things you can do. The best if you just first talk to your therapist, and at the meantime you can go out and practice being out, and you can just change your life. You can overcome your social anxiety, and can you imagine if you have no longer social anxiety? You are a new Philip. Guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you next time.